Hello, hello. I don't get anything back. Hello. Welcome. Thank you to everyone for coming on relatively short notice. I appreciate you being here. Especially appreciate Sal and Sam being here, our student athletes on the baseball team representing. Thank you for being here. This is a historic day in Boston College athletics, Boston College overall. Historic day. To think about where we were in 2017 playing out on Shea Field to looking out here now, and then the moment today of why we're here with Phase 2 of the Harrington Athletics Village. A special thank you. This isn't possible without private support from donors, and a special thank you to all the donors who have contributed to this project and those that have continued to contribute to this project to make this a reality. A special thank you to Jim Healy, the Yawkey Foundation for their unwavering support, and of course John Harrington, who had a vision and has been instrumental in helping all of this come to fruition. I also want to mention Father Leahy and his vision and his support of this project. He left for Lisbon last night, so he couldn't be here, but he has been instrumental in helping us move our baseball and our softball programs forward, and I want to thank him publicly for all his support. This is going to be a game changer for us. This is a 31,000 square foot indoor baseball and softball facility featuring locker rooms, hitting tunnels, indoor turf field, strength and conditioning space, and a hospitality area. Just think about that. This will be, when it is done, one of the premier indoor softball, baseball facilities in the country, not just in the Northeast, in the country. And that's what we believe in. We believe in our programs, and this is just the beginning of what our baseball and our softball programs will continue to do and compete and train. Combined with the Harrington Athletics Village, this will be elite. This will be elite, and this will be something that many programs around the country look to as an example. And I can say with this building that we're doing with Phase 2, we could not name this facility after someone more deserving for who he is and what he has meant, not only to Boston College, but this country and this world, than Pete Frates. So we're here today to let you know that Phase 2 of the Harrington Athletics Village will officially be named the Pete Frates Center. So I have the honor of bringing up our baseball coach, Mike Gambino, but I want to reiterate just how important it means to not just the BC community, but a lot of people, that Pete Frates will be his name etched on this building, where we train, develop, get better. It's what he embodied as a player here. I'm reminded of a story I heard a couple weeks ago with Mike, where he talked about Pete was always the guy known to be the first in the building training and working out and the last to leave. What better way to honor that than to have his name and have the impact on many softball and baseball players from here to come. So with that, I want to bring up Mike Gambino.
Martin, thank you very much. Before we get going and talking about, there's sort of two main sides of this building and what it's going to do for the program. I want to thank Father Leahy for his continued vision. I want to thank Martin for helping get this done. I do also want to thank Mr. Harrington and the Yawkey Foundation. None of this is possible without their continued support, and all of our donors that have helped us get here. And I want to thank all of you for coming out. To me, when I see this building coming, there's two sides. Part of the idea of a Jesuit education and what makes a Jesuit education so important and so valuable is that idea that we're going to be obsessed with the development and the formation of our student athletes, both in the classroom and on the baseball field. This building shows that we're going to be able to develop our kids at the highest level and give our men and women a chance to have success on the baseball and softball field, to have success in the classroom, to have success when they go out and play professional baseball and softball, and also out into the working world. And that's what a Jesuit education is all about. So to be able to continue to grow these programs, this building is paramount. The second thing, specifically for our program, to have Pete's name on this building, and I've said this before, Pete is the model of who we want our boys in this program to be and to grow into. He has shown what it means when you're educated by Jesuits and when you live as a man for others, that you can do amazing things, you can change the world, and Pete has shown that. So Pete, thank you for everything that you have done. Julie, Lucy, we love you guys. John and Nancy have been with us from the beginning. So it's impossible to put into words what it means for our program to be able to train and work and get better in a building named after Pete. So with that, I'd like to bring up John and Nancy Frates.
Sure. You know, when I think about the building, I think about effort, determination, and as I watch Pete become a better and better college baseball player, I know how much it took, but that pales in comparison to what he's enduring right now. So what I'm hoping is that this building does embody everything that he's about. Men and Women for Others, as Mike has talked about, is so important to our mission, because what we're hoping is that no one else has to endure the suffering that he is enduring right now because of ALS. So if we can wipe that out and not have any more, as Mike, you always use that word, no more of these legacy days. Okay. The last thing is, Father Leahy, to give his blessing both literally and figuratively to us, the family, and to Pete for this building is remarkable. Martin, we've now been with 3 ADs. We started with Gene a little bit because he was Pete's AD, and then Brad took it to another level. But I didn't think you could top that. And what you've done for us is just remarkable by coming to the home, being a part of our family, and now for our family to be a part of Boston College. Mike Gambino, Mike, I actually lived with Mike on the road, so I got to know him so well, and the things that we shared. But this vision of this day, this field, this building, there's only one thing, right, Mike? It comes in threes. So one thing's lacking or missing, and that is going to happen because your vision is so profound, is Omaha. So that is in the offing, and it's guaranteed now with the building. So with that, I can't thank everybody else enough for being here. And Nancy.
I just want to say, back in September of 1976, 2 18-year-olds from Beverly, Massachusetts, landed at Boston College, a nice Irish boy and a little Italian girl. And, God, here we are almost 40 years later. And to honor our son this way, the pride that we feel today is overwhelming. But for Pete, Boston College has been in his blood since the day he was born. He had that no-quit attitude the second he was born until now. When he met a really pretty Boston College co-ed on the beach in July 4th coming up, he always knew he was going to marry a BC girl. But lastly, what I just want to say is, being a mom of an athlete, it's kind of an interesting thing as you're going through Little League and then elementary school, Babe Ruth, whatever. People are always talking about how far they can hit the ball, how fast they can run. And I was always honored that coaches would say to us how Pete was such a leader, that he showed them not only to give 100%, but to give 150%, and that he was always led with kindness and with inclusion. And the Ice Bucket Challenge, that was the origin of the historical world movement, was based in that. It was all the kindness that Pete had thrown out his whole life, all came back to him when he asked them to join us. And we're just about to embark on the 5-year anniversary of the Ice Bucket Challenge. And the movement that has been made in the world of ALS research and potential treatments that are almost coming to trial is beyond profound. It was and will be known as the beginning of the end of ALS. So to have this building named after Pete is something that our family is so truly grateful to both of these amazing men here, Mike and Martin, and to Father Leahy, that Boston College has always been a part of us, and now we're truly a part of you. So thank you.